early December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Here's Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here's Ty Long now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from the quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
11-90. Go.
From the 27, Burrow. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow on play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 14, Bengals 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Makes the score Chargers 21, Bengals 7. Dustin So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Wilson now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
On second and 9, Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into pop.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now it's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He'll let this go for the end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Forced out to his left. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Burrow on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Play action. It's Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from a Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be out right at the 35. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch twist. Watch twist.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert off of play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they
got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
10 more yards. The tackle by Michael Davis.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down to Mixon on the check down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Able to find Higgins.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's a run with Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow.
Rolling to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Burrow. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words.
I was wrong. You saw the paper, and it was down pretty easily.
I will admit when I made the mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got Eckler. Now room for Eckler.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert.
He's got Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Herbert to throw.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Herbert.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Steps away to his left. Open man is Uzomah. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A great come from behind victory in this one, Charles.